The original 13 colonies of America were each separately established by charters from the English crown. Outside of the common bond of each being a dependency and colony of the mother country, England, the colonies were not otherwise united. Each had its own governor, legislative assembly and courts, and each was governed separately and independently by the English Parliament. Now don't get the crown confused with the queen. Does anybody know the difference between the crown and the queen?
Yeah.
What is it?
The crown is in the middle of London, a little square.
The crown is the 1-mile square Masonic entity which controls the Bank of England called the City of London. The queen is something entirely different.
Mystery Babylon must be, and according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the United Kingdom has one of the world's oldest, most extensive, and most highly developed financial systems, and for many purposes, London is still the financial center of the Western world. All built upon the basis of the first international banking empire of the Knights Templar. According to British journalist Stephen Knight, this wealthy city is dominated by Freemasonry. He informs us that London is divided into 25 wards, 10 of which have their own lodges. Every ward, without exception, has at least one Freemason among its representatives. The 25 wards of London are run by a city corporation called the Corporation of the City of London, which has elected representatives. However, the main salaried officers of the corporation are Freemasons. Indeed, says Knight, it is virtually impossible to reach a high position in Guildhall without being an active brother. The Corporation of the City of London is so strongly Masonic that many connected with it, some Masons included, think of it as virtually an arm of the Grand Lodge. The biggest business in London is banking. Revelation 18 states that Mystery Babylon is the financial center of the world. The financial center of the Western world is London, and its banks are controlled by English Freemasonry. The financial center of the Eastern world is Hong Kong, also controlled by London bankers. According to Reverend Church, the land on which London's financial district is located is owned by the Knights Templar.
And then, for instance, in Great Britain, I'm sure I think it's celebrated around the world actually, but on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we celebrate Remembrance Day, in which we honour our war dead, but it's on an 11/11, and it's basically the Queen and a load of other people taking poppies to a cenotaph, which is an obelisk essentially.
Yeah.
So little strange events going on all over the place.
Indeed.
I mean, talking about the Queen moving into royalty, and this is where, I'll lead much deeper into royalty later on, but basically, if you look into the history of the word crown and the royal crown, the word crown was derived from Anglo-French word called caroon, which is derived from Latin for corona, but the year that the word crown, was first established was in the year 1111.
Now also we find the garden sometimes symbolized as a little fenced-in enclosure, in which, as like as not, you will find two animals, a lion and a unicorn. And we all remember the good old earthly ride, the lion and the unicorn fighting for the crown. And you'll find that the lion and the unicorn very soon saw the supporters, the crest of Great Britain, the British Empire. The unicorn is a very wonderful creature, with one horn in its forehead, made like a horse. The unicorn is a very, very sensitive, delicate animal, and always likes to be around kindly people. The unicorn will very patiently and lovingly follow the mysterious virgin of the world, Sophia, who is the only one that can put a bridle on it. This is a very interesting bit of symbolism also, because what is one horn but one pointed? And what is one pointed except will or consciousness itself? Therefore, the unicorn represents the power of will, the conscious will of the individual. The lion, of course, the red lion, we know to be the symbol of the mystery or of the great power of transmutation or corruption. We know that the lion in this case represents wisdom. The will of the wisdom captured in the dark can accomplish great and wonderful things. Because the struggle of will and wisdom, seeking for the crown, of course the crown is Hathor, the symbol in the Hebrew Kabbalah of the supreme power, of the supreme reality of all things. The crown of power and rulership.
Okay, let's see what this is all about. Let's see if we can decipher this. I'll tell you we can, and we will, and it's going to blow your mind. Let's see what this really refers to. And we'll use the order of the trapezoids formula for enciphering, and the New Age concept of the pyramid beneath the pyramid, and as above, so below. Remember, as above, so below. But you don't need the other faces. Let's just plug this in. M, D, C. C, L, X, X, V, I. What have we got? What does it say across the top? MCX, what is that? 1110. I was right. What is their goal? Is their goal what I've been telling you it is all day? Well, let's find out. What are these people up to? What do they want to do? Remember I told you their goal was to destroy all existing governments, all existing religions, and shackle the mob. And how do you do that? What's DC? 600. What's LX? 60. What's VI? 6. Their goal is to seat the Antichrist upon the throne of the world. And you've been carrying it around in your pocket forever.